So welcome to another Supercub video. It's done 3,000 miles, so every 1,000 miles I give it a good check over and change the oil. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'll just run through a few checks like you would do once a month or once a week, depending on how many miles you do. So this is what I do every 1,000 miles. So the engine's nicely warm. I'm going to drain the oil first into a nice clean container, just so you can check for any debris. Very simple, there's only one 12mm bolt underneath there. Mind you don't burn yourself on the catalytic converter. Try not to make a mess all over your patio. Such a nice day today that I'm doing this outside. So I'll give that a minute to drain. It looks fairly clean, to be honest. So while that's draining, I'll just show you what oil I use. So this is Smith & Allen. Got it on eBay. I've been using their oil for a little while now. It's blended in the UK, so you're not paying import duty and stuff like that, import taxes, so they keep the price down. 25 quid, posted on eBay. I'll put a link in the description. So it's a 1030 semi-synthetic motorcycle oil. Just the job for the cub. Probably too good really, but it's what we're going to use. So that's just about finished draining. So the sump washer has disappeared somewhere. I think it must be in that oil tub. That's known as Sod's Law. Oh, I can hear my cat. Where is he? Toby? Can't see him. Oh, there he is. Oh, so that's the oil drained. There's our sump washer. So check your washer. It shows no signs of damage or wear whatsoever. So it's absolutely pointless replacing it. They're not expensive. I've got another one in stock if and when that one becomes damaged. But I'm not going to replace it for no reason. So there are a couple of tiny little bits of plastic in there. I suspect they're off the cam chain idler wheel, because they wear, and it is a weak point on these engines. Right, let's get the sump plug done back up before I forget. So don't do your sump plug up too tight. If you strip that, you're in a world of trouble. So So while we're around this side, just going to check the chain. That's all good. It's got plenty of lube on it. I only adjusted that the other day, so, but always keep checking it, because these little things are hard on the chains. They really are. Let's get this oil in. So I think it's 0.8 of a litre. For a refill. Not doing the filter. So Honda, surprisingly, say the filter doesn't need changing until 8,000 miles. But I'm going to do it at 4. So another 1,000 miles, I will be changing the oil filter. So we're nearly up to the maximum, just a little bit more. Because you never want to run these low of oil. That will kill it. Not much will kill these motors, but letting them get low of oil will. If you ride them hard, they do burn a little bit. Right, that's up to the maximum. Let's just start that up. Check for leaks. No leaks. We'll turn it off and let's let that stand for a minute and check it again. Spot on, up to the maximum. So that's our oil done for another 1,000 miles. It's unlikely to have burnt any in 1,000 miles. We'll do the tyre pressures next. Now we'll do the rear tyre pressure when I've finished cleaning it. I can't help just giving it a clean while I'm working. So the rear tyre pressure, I'll run this at about, well, the factory setting is 33, so I usually do, and 29 for the front. But to make it easier, like most bikes, I usually run 32 rear, 30 front, just to make it easy to remember. But 33, 29, 1 psi isn't going to make any difference. Most gauges are more than 1 psi out. So that's 36. It's quite high because the last time I checked the pressures I was running with a load of luggage. Right. So we brought it down to 33. And the front is supposed to be 29. 29, 30, you know, that's 30's near enough, isn't it? So I've actually got 32 in there, and that was because, like I say, I was loaded up. I'll set that at 30. So we've done our oil, chain, Tyres, they're the most important things. It doesn't hurt just to check your lights. So you have to run the engine to make the lights work. Dip, high beam, indicators, brake light, horn. So really that concludes what I would do once a month or every 1,000 miles. I usually check the chain a bit more regular than that. The chain and the tyre pressures, they get checked over like once a week, once a fortnight, depending on how many miles I do. So that's it, that's what you need to do to keep your Cub in good fettle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheerio.